Today at Gravity Mining, we're going to talk about direction of rotation and explain why it's one of the first things you should check when commissioning the machine. So here we have one of our machines that's in a partially completed, but it's good that you can see it when the covers are stripped off and without the launders on. You can see how it works. You've basically got two drums that are working independently. So the rotation for the drums is controlled by two separate motors on the machine, belt driven, and that's driven by variable speed drive inverters. So when we look at the machine, the first thing to do is when you get it and it's connected up to the power is the direction of rotation, and I'll explain why direction of rotation is important. So when you're looking at the drums, when you're looking at it this way, it's the drum is supposed to rotate clockwise. Now the drum rotates clockwise, but the scraper blades rotate counterclockwise relative to the drum. So if we see that black mark now, and Dave, if you can rotate it, what you'll see is, as we follow that around, the black mark on the drum rotates, but as you go back, as you can see, the scraper blades are going in the opposite direction relative to the drum. And what it means is for every 70 turns of the drum, the scraper blades are going one turn in reverse. And that's the key part of the drive mechanism. That's good, Dave. Inside that big bell housing back there, inside the bell, is a gearbox. There's a planetary gearbox that allows. What happens is the scraper blades try to double back on themselves. Now if you rotate it this way, you can imagine that this is pulling material forwards this way. Now if you get material that's embedded, it will push off the drum, and you can see there's enough flexibility to push that back. But if you reverse rotate it, it won't go anywhere, and it'll try to double back on itself and try to bend this arm. So it's particularly important that you have this rotating in the right way. The other thing is, of course, that if it's reverse rotating, all it's going to do is feed everything to the back of the drum, whereas you want to concentrate the heavier particles to pull to the front of the drum. So that's the reason why when you get the machine, it's got a big direction of rotation on the front of the drum, and that's the first thing to check because the polarity or the phases can be wrong on the three-phase motor, which can cause the drum to work in reverse. Anyway, that's it for that video.